Wake up, rise and shine, it's a brand new day. GM Motivations, come on, don't delay. Hosted by Michael K, we're here to pave the way. Change 2024, let's make the change today. GM Motivations, early morning vibe, activism and edutainment. Let's take the ride from the streets to the stage. We're spreading worldwide. See the change movement. Positivity and light with interviews and discussions. We're sparking insight from social justice to environmental fights. GM Motivations shining bright. GM Motivations early morning vibe, activism and entertainment. Let's take the ride, take the ride. So join us every morning as we set the stage. GM Motivations, setting a new page with Michael K. We're on the rise, see the change tremendous. Let's turn the tide. We bring the energy, positive stage. GM Motivations, turning a new page with Michael K. leading the way. We're on the rise. See the change 2024. Open up your eyes to rise.
Motivations, early morning vibe, activism and entertainment. Let's take the ride from the streets to the stage. We're spreading worldwide. See the change movement. Let's turn the tide.
Good morning, Grand Rising. It is another GM Motivation. I'm your host, Michael Camp. We are here to seed the change, and you can check that out at seedthechange.live, scrolling right down there if you haven't already checked it out. We are here as a community cultivating change and freeing the green. Man, I've been gone a week. It's been absolutely insane. Been all over the nation, from California to New York, and back and forth, just after Washington, D.C., National Cannabis Fest, South by Southwest, and it is not going to stop. If you guys haven't seen the petition out, I'm going to be sharing that. Let me get that link for you and share it here in the comments. But you guys, reschedule. The DEA said, cool, let's reschedule. And the world went crazy. You had people saying, yay, it's legal. We're going to, for the next 60 days, is going to be all about freeing the green and cultivating change, right? Seed the Change is not just some growing competitions. It is much, much more than that. It is a community cultivation challenge. And that challenge now is to fight back on this reschedule bullshit. So I'm gonna relight my joint. There's my tangent jumping in. Hope you guys are having a great Monday morning. It is already a week into May. Unbelievable. How have y'all been the past week? Like I said, I've been in and out, craziness, making moves, setting up some unbelievable partnerships, and pushing for that deschedule, not reschedule, and freeing the green with the United Empowerment Party. If you're not familiar with the United Empowerment Party, check them out at unitedempowermentparty.org. And you will learn a lot about what we have growing on, as my High Times Munchies always likes to put it. So if you want to go ahead and invite some people in, let's get this morning started off right. I want to share a public service announcement from the United Empowerment Party. They're one of the co-founders, none other than Reggie Noble, aka Doc, aka Redman, aka Legendary, right? Let's make sure you can see this good. Let's get me down here. There we go, bigger picture of it. So you guys, if you don't have Instagram, it's okay, I guess. You're missing out on a lot of things. Maybe some distractions, but unbelievable information like this.
What's good, y'all? PSA announcement. You guys know I've been in the cannabis industry all my life, right? And up until 7 to 8 years ago, I decided to have a purpose. I decided to be behind the scenes in the cannabis industry politically. I haven't made one dime off the cannabis plant. I never had my own strain. I never had my own product, not yet. My sister and I, Safita Mills, check her out on the IG. She's so Brooklyn. She is the president and I am the director of culture. And we are the founders of the first federally approved cannabis party, meaning we're no different from the Republican Party. We're no different from the Democratic Party. We are called UEP, the United Empowerment Party. And what we about is the structure and the unjust of the cannabis industry. We're about freeing a plant. We're about giving that plant back to the people. We're about holding these politicians accountable for using this industry as a stepping stone. Right now, we have a situation. They're trying to reschedule cannabis to 3. Don't clap for it and don't vote for it. This is bad. It won't decriminalize it. It won't legalize it. It won't set free the incarcerated. And it's only going to open the floodgates for big farmers. And it'll be before time that we see cannabis sold over the counters of Walgreens and CVS. We must deschedule cannabis. We must deschedule. Take it off the scheduled list. We've been saying this for the last 5 years and we have receipts. Right now in my bio, UEP, we have a petition. If you read it and you agree, we hope everyone signs it. And this petition is about descheduling cannabis. Don't let them schedule it to 3. It's going to be bad. We still have an opportunity. We need to galvanize as one right now. We need to galvanize as a unit, as an industry, and not let them do this. Don't reschedule to 3. Deschedule cannabis right now. Go to the petition. I'll see y'all there. This is UEP, bitch. What's good, Joe? PSA announcement.
Watch it again.
You guys know I've been in the cannabis industry.
Fucking Redman, love him. You guys, that's Redman Jilla on Instagram. All right. I just posted in the links in the comments a link to change it. All right. Change.org is where it's coming from. That petition has been out for 5 days, I think. 4 days. 4 days. And we're nearing 4,000 signatures. So that momentum has to keep going. At 1,000 signatures, we have less than 60 days to voice our opinion about this rescheduling. So what's your opinion? Do you know what it means? All right. What does reschedule? What does a Schedule 3? What will that do to the existing industry? All right. We're going to be bringing in special guests for the next 50 days to let people know this reschedule is a fucking joke. Like Redman said, don't clap for it. Don't vote for it. Man, it's heavy. What's up, Max? Good to be here. Glad to see you. Yeah, I've been back and forth across the nation, the UEP, Seed the Change, developing some partnerships, aligning in with some movie creation stuff, the Cantana Fest. You know, if you don't know, that's Sean Kemp, Scott McKinley, Redman, and many, many more. Do camping on site, guys. We're going to get more about that event here throughout the rest of this till the event happens. But the most important thing right now is the short amount of time frame that we have to voice our opinion about reschedule. I've been overwhelmed by the ignorance. I call it ignorance not to offend. It's because people choose not to educate themselves. That's ignorance. Stupidity, it is what it is. Ignorance and the level of our rights with this plant. If you're growing it, if you're smoking it, if you're a part of it, you need to fight for it, be its voice. There's a petition in the links. Go check out Redman. Go find that petition, sign it, be that voice. Like I said, we're at 4,000 or so signatures. It's nearing that in 4 days. That's amazing. We can do better. So share the link with every group that you know. Be careful in sharing, though. If you're going to share in groups and do things, make sure you talk with the administrator, the admins, and moderators of that group. Maybe have them share it. It makes a bigger impact. Only share to 3 groups, guys. If you're taking any content and you're sharing it out, 3 is the magic number. Only share it to 3 groups, or that AI may come through and cut you out, turn off your account. Yeah, see, you shouldn't be excited to see the rescheduling. Progress forward has to be progress forward. Just because the word's been thrown in and it's some change that we're not used to at the present does not make it a good thing. It's deschedule, not reschedule. That's what the petition is. Reschedule makes it a Schedule 3. And all of you home growers, if you are not a pharmacist, good luck growing. Maybe you want to pay monthly prescriptions for a plant that you should be able to grow on your own, that you can grow on your own now, even if there is limitations. Yeah. Dispensaries? Oh, all these businesses can write off my money. I get to finally write off things that I already should be able to do. But at what cost? Right? See, look, Munchie, signed. Boom, signed. It's simple. Voice your opinion. Deschedule is the only answer. Right? Business write-offs. Lottie freaking da. Hey, dispensaries, if you aren't a pharmacist, good luck. What does reschedule mean? What does, in the Controlled Substance Act, dialing in, what is a Schedule 3 drug? What are the requirements around it? What can you do with it? Who can sell it? Who can buy it? How can these things happen, right? How do they happen? Under the regulation of the government. All right. Boom. This is what I'm loving it, guys. It's another one. Signed it, share it. It's needed across the globe, right? But especially this time right now in this nation, we need to stand up for this plan. And yes, because reschedule and the DEA and all of these things are going on, there's light being shined on this plant. But people are being blinded by lies. All right. Most are uneducated. That's what we're here to educate about this plant, the true power of it, the path of it, the process of it, the stigma that it's went through. How far back does that go? All the way to the holy anointing oil. I mean, Solomon's temple, the wisest person on the planet, built the temple in accordance to the measurement of the plant. And I can't wait to bring Joshua Robert Castaneda in here and talk about just that, right? Because there is protocols that we can activate. And now with this reschedule bullshit, we get to raise our voice as one voice for the plant. And with people like the United Empowerment Party, National Industrial Hemp Coalition, you're talking tens of thousands of people who have been fighting for this plant, that we can't do it alone. Simple, right? So share, let the world know that this petition's out there, and educate yourself on what Schedule 3 means, what rescheduling could mean. And then you'll hear these things that doesn't necessarily mean it will do this or that. Ask yourself this: do you trust the government to fulfill on what it says it's going to do? Do you trust that? Do you have faith and trust and control of the research, the money, the studies? Everything about this plant is now going to be controlled by the pharmaceuticals with rescheduling. They have control of everything. Who gets the money, where the money goes to, the data itself. What will they do with that? So if big pharmacy has the pharmaceutical skepticism of this world, has control of the plant that can heal the people from the ailments that they suffer and the side effects of the pharmaceuticals themselves. If the pharmaceutical has control of that, what do you think the outcome will be? Right? This is really simple, but there's so many distractions, and it's only going to get crazier. So we need to be aware of that, right? I mean, I'm amped up. I'm pissed off, right? Because I hear people praising Schedule 3 and so excited and not know why. It's a whole new time, guys. So yes, rescheduling. DEA said some things. We don't need new bills for descheduling. Rescheduling didn't get a bill to reschedule, right? It is proposed to the DEA. They say yay, and Biden signs off on it. Or whoever the president is. Biden's the president now. They just signed off on reschedule. They were not introduced deschedule. Was it intentional? I think so. Why were both brought to the board, to the DEA at the same time, right? Because they want control of this plant. So let's leverage the time. Let's leverage our voice, our power together. And with the United Empowerment Party, we have a political entity to stand with and fight back. It's not our voices falling on deaf ears or, just tossing it in the garbage. It does matter. There are people to hear it, and we're going to help educate how to get them to listen, right? Signing this petition and the links is the first step. Writing your state representative, your congressman, your senators, those are things we will be doing together as well. We're going to have a fun, let's all write a letter together, right? Let's see how many people we can get together to write an email together. Can you imagine that? And everybody sending this out? Petition's real easy. Go click, sign, put some information in, voice that you want the plant descheduled, that you will not bend over and take it from the man anymore, especially giving up rights that we currently have now, all because of some fancy word that's dressed up to look pretty, right? While it cripples the industry itself. If you don't believe me, I'm going to share this PSA again because it's just too damn good. And it's from a person you might recognize. Let's see what it is.
8 years ago, I decided to have a purpose.
Let's go back. Some skydiving. Here we go.
What's good, y'all? PSA announcement. You guys know I've been in the cannabis industry all my life, right? And up until 7 to 8 years ago, I decided to have a purpose. I decided to be behind the scenes in the cannabis industry politically. I haven't made one dime off the cannabis plant. I never had my own strain. I never had my own product, not yet. My sister and I, Safita Mills, check her out on the IG. She's so Brooklyn. She is the president and I am the director of culture. And we are the founders of the first federally approved cannabis party, meaning we're no different from the Republican Party. We're no different from the Democratic Party. We are called UEP, the United Empowerment Party. And what we about It's the structure and the unjust of the cannabis industry. We're about freeing a plant. We're about giving that plant back to the people. We're about holding these politicians accountable for using this industry as a stepping stone. Right now, we have a situation. They're trying to reschedule cannabis to 3. Don't clap for it and don't vote for it. This is bad. It won't decriminalize it. It won't legalize it. It won't set free the incarcerated. And it's only going to open the floodgates for big farmers. And it'll be before time that we see cannabis sold over the counters of Walgreens and CVS. We must deschedule cannabis. We must deschedule. Take it off the scheduled list. We've been saying this for the last 5 years, and we have receipts. Right now in my bio, UEP, we have a petition. If you read it and you agree, we hope everyone signs it. And this petition is about descheduling cannabis. Don't let them schedule it to 3. It's going to be bad. We still have an opportunity. We need to galvanize as one right now. We need to galvanize as a unit, as an industry, and not let them do this. Don't reschedule to 3. Deschedule cannabis right now. Go to the petition. I see y'all there. This is UEP, bitch.
You heard it there. I mean, you're hearing me say it. You just heard him say it. Who is he? He's a person who supports the plant and has made steps in activism, right? Not just advocacy, activism. Now. It's now. So, I hope you guys understand the importance of what's going on and how important your voice is. So, free the green. It's what I've been preaching, and will not stop until that is achieved. But it is that time. So here we go.
Hey y'all, happy 420 somewhere. It's your favorite AI assistant here again, not Snoop. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining. To all the listeners and speakers, thank you for being here and hanging out. We know you could be anywhere else, but you are here. Now that's dope. I hope you have some of that sticky icky ooey. It's time to light up that doobie, rip that bond, or take a dab be-do. Remember that we grow stronger together and that we love to medicate with weed every day. Now let's get back to this empowering edutainment. And don't y'all forget, rescheduling cannabis is a joke. Please be advised that the content of this broadcast is intended for adults over the age of 21 and is for informational and educational purposes only. If your weed is too strong, make sure you have a smoking buddy. The information provided on this broadcast is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. The opinions and statements expressed on this broadcast are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of the producers or affiliates of this broadcast. The use, possession, distribution, and cultivation of cannabis is still illegal under federal law and the laws of some states, and that is fucking ridiculous. We do not condone any illegal activity and encourage listeners to abide by all applicable laws. Thank you. Have a blessed and lifted day, and descheduling is the only way.
Thank you, hashtag not Snoop. And it is that time for my artifact of faith to be used in a sacrament purpose, right? To love light, abundance, and freeing the green with my special K. That was some roach dope. It was delicious. Love it so much. I like to finish something, pretty much everything I start. So then that joints get taken and reused again. Probably one of my favorite highs is a joint of roach dope. Is what I've always called it. But so Seed the Change 2024. We're doing a bunch of things. Empowering the plant, free the green. The plant's real name is Canna, but we need to get people educated on rescheduling before we confuse about a nomenclature. But this is the opportunity. Nomenclature, reschedule. What does it mean? Schedule 3, what does that mean? And then more so, how is Canna already free? Learn that through salvationanointed.com. Now it is the reschedule problem, right? Deschedule, not reschedule, is the purpose, the plan. United Empowerment Party is the political entity that supports the plant and you. Seed the Change 2024 is to begin to promote that purpose, edutain along the way, sow seeds of success. I was just smoking out of my Special K glass. You can get yours at specialkglass.net. And don't forget to use Seed the Change 24 for 24% off. If you're not familiar with Special K glass, no problem. Let me get. A little bit of Special K glass, our glass sponsor, impact partner for Seed the Change. And he's been supporting the plant, fighting for the industry since like 93. It's amazing the powerhouses across the globe voicing and empowering this plant. Now, guys, we did have a giveaway a while back, and I do thank you for being patient. That I did forget about getting that taken care of. So I went back. We're going to go ahead and do that now to end the show out. We're going to do the $500 500 member giveaway for Seed the Change 2024. If you didn't get to get in on this, it was in the private Facebook group for Seed the Change. And that's Seed the Change 2024 on Facebook. So that's where the main hub is. Shows you most of the giveaways. We will be having a few on Instagram that run isolated from itself, but there'll be indicators of letting you know in the Facebook group. The judging, the voting, all that good stuff happens there. So if you're not part of the Facebook group, check them out at Seed the Change 2024, and it'll pull that up. But let's get it's just a wheelofnames.com. Thanks for free stuff. You made it easy this morning because I was reminded, you need to give that stuff away so we can get on to the next giveaway. And that will be happening at 710 members. So we're almost there, guys. That will be a 710 influence giveaway as well. So make sure you invite your Gromies, your cannabis enthusiasts, and more so the voices for the plant, so we can get this deschedule, not reschedule. Let's get 100,000 signatures on this petition, and we can pull it federal. 4,000 in 4 days is already demolishes so many petitions. It's unbelievable. So let's keep the momentum up, because it's 110 million registered voters. How many of that aren't registered that say yes for this plan? But so wheel of names. I'm going to shuffle up the names 1, 2, 3 times. And then we're going to go ahead. We got 3 winners. This is for the first one. Chris Buddha, you are one amazing individual. You win so much, but you support so much. You're going to get removed from the next spin, but you are the first winner. Congratulations, Chris. Let's go ahead and see who the next one is. There's, like I said, 3 winners. The post is in the featured aspect of the Facebook group. Sorry, guys, that fucking bong got me fucking waxed. I can barely read. There we go. 2, 3. All right. Shit, my eyes went blurry. All right. So we've got Chris as our first winner. Gonna hit the button again. Whee! We only had 18 entries in this, guys. But Ooh. Nice. My high times, you definitely deserve it. You guys, just so you're aware, I totally threw my high times munchie in on the giveaway because once again, holy shit, what you do for the fucking community. So if anyone's got an issue with it, I'll play you a song. You'll get over it. Munchie, I'm so glad you won on that one. And thank you for everything you do for this industry, for Seed the Change and globally, in your care and compassion and love for others. So shuffle it up one more time, 1, 2, and 3, and clicking that button. Awesome. Kill, you are our third winner. I know I've seen you jump in here, so thank you for joining. Number 1, number 2, and boom, close all this, close that, and now I'm back. So, Chris Buda, you are our number 1 winner. Munchie, number 2, and Kill still number 3. So, you guys, please shoot an email out to get this up right here. That right there. Shoot an email to Mary Jane at Seed the Change. Let me know that you are the winner for the 500 member giveaway, and we'll get that all locked in and your winnings mailed out. So, there was some $50 gift certificates, special K glass, bunch of genetics, some slaps, right? That'll all be going out. And we do appreciate every one of you for being here. So email Mary Jane at seedthechange.live. Let us know that you were the winner. It is 5/6/24. How was your May the 4th and Cinco de Mayo? It was my son's birthday and party, and we did axe throwing. Shit was fire. My son, he beat me in throwing axes, but it was a blast. Absolute blast. I had to whoop his ass in darts and some pool and bags and other things, but he did throw some axes. And I looked forward because I got to get my practice because there's going to be axe throwing at Cantana Fest here in August. And unbelievable, that's going to be such a fire event. So if you haven't checked the Cantana Fest out, you might want to. If you're going to be in the area, camping on site, cheap booth prices. Interested in it, holler at me. We're getting a Seed the Change little area. Ideally, it'll be the 40 by 40 area, community promotion from within at one hole, an ecosystem like we've built, promoted at the events. That's the purpose of growing together. All right. So with that and all this growing on, I think you're going to have to definitely share my High Times Munchies tribute song. Let me get this pulled up. I should have had it already, but that's a-okay. And we are here. So many files. Get in there. There's the songs. All right. So you guys, thank you for joining, listening in. SeedTheChange.live is the website. UnitedEmpowermentParty.org is the FEC recognized political entity for the plant. And your vote, voice, and opinion is needed, required, damn near, because the plant and planet need it. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to heed the call? Are you going to just listen to some lies and propaganda? Educate yourself, because by all means, you don't listen to me. Shit, go find the answers. We'll provide bridges and pathways to those solutions. It's up to you to educate yourself, come up with your own opinion, and then support what aligns with you. And we're going to go and end this out with my High Times Munchies song, What's Growing On. So me and her, we got together and we made this song, and I'm gonna go ahead and share it with you. So is this the long one or the short one? That's the 60-second short. You guys, so if you do a lot of, here's just a little tip. You've got a lot of content, right? If you title what it is in the name, you can kind of navigate a little differently. Something I learned. It's pretty wild. All right, so What's Growing On, my High Time Munchies tribute song.
This cultivator supreme, for High Times Munchie, a green machine. Seeds of knowledge she scatters, a leader for sure. High enough, her genetics, frosty buds galore, astound every grower. A dream come true. This Canadian legend's but love shines through. What's growing on? What's growing on? My High Times Munchie's got the dangest strains going on. Coast to coast, knowledge she's bestowing on. Spark one thing, cause the good vibes are flowing on. Breaks down the science, breaks down the jargon too. Makes complex concepts clear for newbies and you. Reviews with a wink, a giggle, a smile. My High Times Munchie brightening our mile. What's growing on? What's growing on? My High Times Munchie's got the dankest strains going on. From coast to coast, knowledge she's bestowing on. Spark one up, hey, cause the good vibes are flowing on. Hey, stop calling me dude, I ain't no fella you see. My High Times Munchie, a female grower indeed. Lifting the ladies up, empowering the crew, changing the cannabis game with passion and view. Shout out to Munchie, the one and only. Hey, high nudge genetics forever will say. What's growing on? What's growing on? What's growing on?